Jungkook's emotional breakdown at military camp. What really happened between him and Taehyung? In a shocking turn of events that sent tremors across social media and global news platforms, BTS's golden maknae, Jungkook, was recently seen crying during an unannounced visit to a military camp. The sight of such a poised and globally adored superstar breaking down in tears has naturally raised countless questions, speculations, and debates among fans and media alike. But perhaps the most burning question of all is, why? Why would someone like Jungkook, known for his composed, resilient demeanor, suddenly become so emotional in such a private, military setting? And even more curiously, who or what caused this surge of emotion? The answer, it seems, may lie with none other than his fellow BTS member and close friend, Kim Taehyung, better known to fans as V. The tearful moment occurred at a time when BTS is on official group hiatus, as each member fulfills his mandatory military service. While BTS's enlistment has been covered extensively, this moment between Jungkook and Taehyung has opened up a Pandora's box of theories and emotional speculation. Could Taehyung's current condition in the military be the reason behind Jungkook's tears? And if so, what exactly is being hidden from the public? It all began when a cryptic post surfaced on social media, reportedly uploaded by a military staff member. The post included an image of Jungkook, dressed in civilian clothing, exiting a military base with what appeared to be tears in his eyes. Covered partially by a mask, his expression was unmistakably somber, with one hand raised subtly to wipe his face. This image, though not officially verified, immediately went viral. The post didn't mention where or why Jungkook had visited the base, but speculation exploded almost instantly, particularly when it was confirmed through other unofficial accounts that Taehyung is currently stationed at that very camp. Fans and observers connected the dots and began wondering, did Jungkook visit Taehyung privately? Was something wrong with V? Was this more than a simple reunion? What added more fuel to the fire was the secrecy surrounding the visit. There was no official announcement by HYB, the agency managing BTS. Military insiders also noted that the visit didn't appear on any publicly documented schedules. It was as though the meeting was meant to fly under the radar, except it didn't. Shortly after the image circulated, various entertainment journalists began to dig deeper. One unnamed source close to the military camp revealed that Jungkook's visit was unexpected even to some station personnel. He reportedly arrived without much fanfare and was escorted quickly to a private area. The visit lasted over an hour, much longer than the standard duration for such military meetups. What happened during that hour remains a mystery, but eyewitnesses claim that muffled sobs could be heard coming from the private room. By the time Jungkook exited, his emotional state was obvious to anyone who saw him. Naturally, fans began to wonder if Taehyung was unwell. Several weeks before Jungkook's visit, rumors had already begun to surface about V possibly sustaining a minor injury during training. Though these reports were quickly denied by military authorities, fans noticed that Taehyung was absent from a few public military events and training photo sessions that other enlisted celebrities had participated in. Given V's usual prominence and public visibility, his absence raised eyebrows. Many considered it uncharacteristic for him to not appear at all in such publicized moments, especially considering how tightly managed such appearances are for idols serving in the military. Could Taehyung's health, either physical or emotional, be worse than initially believed? Another important detail is Taehyung's voluntary enlistment in one of the most rigorous military units in South Korea. Known for extreme training regimens, this unit is reserved for elite soldiers and often comes with a high risk of physical injury and mental fatigue. Many fans admired Taehyung's decision as an act of patriotism and strength, but in light of recent events, some now wonder if the reality of serving in such a unit has taken a toll on him. If Taehyung is indeed struggling, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally, it's no wonder Jungkook's visit turned so emotional. The two have always shared a particularly close bond, often described by fans as soulmates. The emotional burden of seeing a friend suffer, especially in a high-pressure military environment, could easily overwhelm anyone, no matter how strong or famous. Adding more intrigue is a statement Jungkook made shortly before beginning his own military service. In his final pre-enlistment interview, he stated, "I will do whatever it takes to ensure all BTS members are in their best condition when we return." At the time, many interpreted this as a general expression of loyalty and brotherhood. But now, fans are reinterpreting that comment as a possible hint. Did Jungkook already know something was going on with Taehyung? Could this recent meeting be a continuation of that promise, a way for Jungkook to support Taehyung through a difficult time? Another developing theory is that this meeting wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. Some insiders within the Korean entertainment industry suggest that BTS is currently working on a confidential plan regarding their post-military comeback. This plan may involve significant internal changes, including restructuring the group's direction, redefining their individual roles, or even launching new joint or solo ventures. Could Jungkook and Taehyung have been discussing these high-stakes decisions? If so, could the weight of these plans, combined with the emotional burden of military life, have triggered Jungkook's tears? Of course, this theory remains purely speculative. But the idea that BTS is planning something major after their return from service seems more likely than not, given their continued influence and fan engagement despite their hiatus. As all of these discussions have swirled across fan communities, media outlets, and online forums, HYB has remained notably silent. There has been no official statement confirming or denying Jungkook's visit, Taehyung's condition, or any upcoming plans for BTS. This silence has only further fueled speculation. Why wouldn't HYB immediately issue a clarification if everything was fine? Could they be waiting for the right moment to release an official narrative, or are they still determining how to manage the situation? The agency's lack of transparency has led many to question their communication strategy. In a world where information spreads faster than ever and rumors quickly become headlines, is it wise for a major company like HYB to remain quiet? The story has not remained confined to fan circles. Major international outlets like Billboard, Variety, and Rolling Stone have all begun reporting on the situation, calling it a defining moment in BTS's military chapter. Analysts say the emotional scene between Jungkook and Taehyung may reflect deeper internal dynamics within the group, dynamics that have largely been hidden from public view until now. Even if the incident wasn't triggered by grief or crisis, it represents something deeply human. A global superstar brought to tears by a moment of vulnerability with a close friend, this kind of raw emotion is rare in the highly polished world of K-pop.